Hi guys, today I am doing, I don't even know what this is. I thought I was just gonna vlog today, but I didn't really have anything to vlog, so I just thought I'd chat. So this is just like a chat. I recently did a video called TV Chats. Not many of you watched it, so shame on you. But it was just kind of me talking about different TV shows I was loving at the moment and stuff like that. And I just love talking about TV, and I'm obsessed with TV, so that's why I want to do that. Today's video is sort of like that, but it's not just TV. It's just like little random updates, and I didn't know what kind of video to put this info in, so I just wanted to share it. So that's what this video is. I have lots of things to talk about. You would have seen last week my kind of health update, my whole I'm starting medicine and stuff like that for my heart. So if you haven't heard of all that, those videos will be linked below. So I started about a week, 2 weeks ago now, I started a new heart medicine. It's called Inderal. Well, that's like the real name. I have like the generic version, but it's supposed to slow my heart rate down and stuff like that. I have an extended release one, so I only have to take it once a day in the evening. My doctor told me to take it like late so that if I had any bad side effects like low blood pressure, that I'd be home if I felt dizzy or something. And thankfully I haven't had that experience, but I take it around 7, even though I will go out after that and stuff like that sometimes. But I take it at 7 because that's when I take my other vitamins and things like that. And it was starting to give me a side effect. Now, the first week, I was like, this is amazing. I don't feel anxious. It's not technically meant for anxiety, but they do give it to people for anxiety, although my doctor gave it to me for my heart problem, but he said it should help with my anxiety. And honestly, I was amazed. I was like, okay, well, I've taken Xanax before, and that helps, but it's more of like a temporary help, like for when you're having a panic attack. But this is more for like my heart rate, to keep my heart steady and not go up too high. And I couldn't believe how much it was helping me. I went for a long ride, and things like that usually make me very, very anxious, and I was waiting for the anxiety to hit. Literally, I like the night before I knew I was going, I was waiting for it to hit, and like normally when I know I'm doing something the next day, I'll feel quite anxious before bed and have trouble sleeping. And then the next morning, I was like brushing my teeth, like waiting for the anxiety to hit me. Like I get that a lot in the morning, and then I can't eat breakfast because I feel really anxious, and it didn't hit me, so I could eat breakfast and I was fine. The whole way in the car, I felt fine, and all day I was just like waiting for this anxiety to like wash over me, and it just didn't. There was a point in the day where I felt really hot, and the pill hasn't really been helping with that, which is kind of a bummer because that was something I really wanted help with because I get hot all the time. Like I swear, if you have a parent going through menopause, a mom, I'm assuming, you know, I mean, I'm sure you've seen them like sweat and like have to go outside in the cold or stick their head in the freezer. Like that's what I feel like multiple times a day. Like I'm having hot flashes. Like I get really hot, I get sweaty. Like, it's gross. But I was hoping it would help with that, and it hasn't, unfortunately. So hopefully maybe it will, but it's been 2 weeks, and they said that's how long it should take to get all the benefits of it. So it's definitely helping with the anxiety aspect, but it's caused a side effect that's making me anxious regardless, kind of. So the side effect that it's causing is leg weakness or leg fatigue, whatever you want to call it. But if you've ever walked on a treadmill or an elliptical, and you're doing good, and you're just like walking, and you know, you might feel tired, but I can keep doing this is easy, and then you step off of it onto the floor and you literally feel like your legs are gonna fall out from underneath you. That's the feeling I'm getting. What's been happening is that I'll be sitting in bed in the evening watching my shows and, you know, going on the computer, and then I'll stand up to like get something across the room, like one step on the floor, and I collapsed. Like not like I passed out or anything, like I was fine, but I like fell to my knees because my legs felt so weak and I wasn't walking. So that's something that's really concerning me because I babysit in the evening and I don't want to like collapse on the floor in front of the kids, and like that's obviously terrifying. So what I've been doing is I was taking it at 7, now I'm pushing it every day 15 minutes. So I started taking 7:15, then the other day I did a 7:30, last night 7:45. So I'm just going to keep pushing it until I get to like my bedtime, like 9:30, 10. And then from there I'm usually not out. Like I'm always home by 10 usually. But yeah, so I'm going to start taking it later, and then hopefully that feeling will be like in my system while I'm asleep, and then when I wake up in the morning the whole next day I'll be fine, because I'm really right now only getting that feeling in the evening. So fingers crossed that works, because I really want to keep taking this pill. I don't want to switch to one that might not work as well or help with my anxiety, because I mean this is amazing. I'm like feeling good. Like I definitely still have kind of the remnants of my anxiety, if that makes sense, like the emotional aspect of it rather than the mental like chemical balance bit, because I feel like this helps with the bodily experience of anxiety, like the nerves in your stomach, you know, butterflies, and I feel like it is going to help me eat more because it is giving me more of an appetite because I'm not so nervous, if that makes sense. You know, my heart isn't racing, so I don't get that fevery feeling and like that like you feel like your heart is pounding out of your chest feeling, but my brain is still like alert, alert, this is one of your triggers, like, you should be freaking out right now. But then my body's like, shut the hell up, you're fine. So I think my mind's starting to adapt to my body's reaction to things that used to be my triggers, and hopefully they won't be anymore. I do think that I am still going to be anxious about things that I'm actually genuinely scared of. Like, I still am not going to like crowds no matter what. I just don't like being around lots of people. I would consider myself to be very claustrophobic. I go to a doctor's office that has no windows in the rooms, and it is the most uncomfortable feeling for me, and I'm just like so terrified. Like, being stuck in an elevator to me is like the scariest thing in the world. Yeah, so I'm really excited about this pill, and I really hope it keeps on working, and maybe I'll stop being nervous about things I know I shouldn't be nervous about, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that this works out, so keep your fingers crossed for me, thank you. Along with that, I went to visit my grandma last week, and oh my god, I haven't seen her in a while because she does live quite far, and she got me a Fitbit. She literally was like, I'm taking you to Kohl's, I'm buying you a Fitbit, because she read in the magazine, like the Kohl's flyer, that they had a heart rate monitor, and I guess my mom had told her about like my heart issue, and I need to keep monitoring it. I'm really excited about that, and I've been loving it a lot. I've had it for about a week-ish, I think about a week now, and I didn't realize how much I was gonna like it. Like, when she said that, I was like so touched, but I was like, oh my god, I don't even know anything about a Fitbit. Like, it measures your steps or something. Like, I didn't really know much about it, but I downloaded the app, and like I've been doing a lot of the stuff that goes along with it, and I'm really loving it. So if you guys want to see a Fitbit like review, it's the Alta HR. So it's not the cheapest one, that's for sure. But if you want to see a review, like my experience, how I'm using it and stuff like that, please let me know in a comment below if you want to hear more about that, because I was never like a fitness person, and I honestly don't think you need to be, but if you just want to be a little bit healthier, track what you're eating, what you're like taking in, it's pretty cool. Like, I'm really digging it, actually. A few other things I actually wrote down that I wanted to chat about. One thing, holy smokes, I'm so excited. So much is happening. Oh my god, this, like, when I found out about this, it made my year. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm gonna start tearing up. Jeez. Okay, I need to calm down. You guys probably, I mean, if you follow my videos where I talk about TV shows, you know that Psych is one of my all-time favorite shows. I've watched the whole series like 3 or 4 times, but Psych is coming out with a movie in December for the holidays, and I'm freaking out. I am so beyond excited. I am like nervous, but not like, I feel like that show is so corny and kind of ridiculous that no matter what they do, they can't make it too corny. Their musical episode that they did, it could have come across like really like, why this doesn't fit in, this is so weird, kind of like the musical part of Gilmore Girls. But Psych could literally do anything, like the weirdest thing ever, and it would still work because that's the kind of show it is. And they're doing, I don't know if they're doing it as a musical or what, but it's a Christmas special, and all the characters are coming back, like every single one. I'm really excited to see it because I feel like all those characters like were made for that show, like all the actors. Oh, I'm so excited for that. If you watch Psych, please let me know. I feel like no one in my real life, like off of online, watches it, so I have no one to like be happy about this with. So someone please tell me that you watch it and that you are beyond excited. Another thing that's another kind of reboot, reunion kind of thing is Roseanne. Oh my god, you guys know I love Roseanne. Roseanne is such a good show. I never watched it like while it was on because I was very, very young, but I watch it now like on like the replays and stuff, and I watched it on Netflix. And Roseanne is hilarious. It's so real and raw and not like a fake sitcom. Like, they have real problems, and I don't know, I love it so much. Roseanne is hilarious. Like, every character on the show is so funny, and they're doing a whole reboot, and I think it's either going to be on ABC where they originally aired or Netflix. I think they're in the process of fighting about it now, so it should be coming out in 2018 or 19, so that's quite a ways away, but I'm very, very excited about that, and it's going to be, I think, 8 episodes. It has been so long since our show ended, though, so I do feel like it could be a little iffy, but Fuller House I thought did a really good job, so I'm very, very excited about that as well. And then another good news before I get into the bad news, New Girl was renewed for another season. I'm beyond excited because this last season that just aired, that's like ended, they said they made the last episode as if it could be like a series or a season finale, and I was kind of bummed. Like, I thought that the ending was good, like I enjoyed what happened, but I was kind of bummed. Like, I didn't want that to be the end. I wanted more closure, and I hope they don't force it. I'm really excited to see how New Girl ends. I think they're definitely going to do what the fans want them to do. But bad news, a bunch of my favorite shows have been canceled, and they didn't even like announce it. It just happened. There was no like, this is the final season. So Devious Maids on Lifetime, which is such a bummer because that show was so addicting, and like the craziest stuff happened. It was like a soap opera. So that's canceled. And Mistresses, which is, oh my god, like what they just introduced at the end of the last season, there was so much new stuff. Like, they had closed off. Like, I almost wish they had ended it before now. So many problems that had happened in the last season were ended at the last episode, and then they decided to throw one more episode in where they move on to the future, like years ahead, like 1 or 2 years or something, and then we get introduced to so many new issues and new problems that are going to be this season's problems, and then it gets canceled. Like, they should have just ended it before that. I'm annoyed. And another show that's canceled, oh my god, I want to cry, is Baby Daddy. Like, I want to cry. I just fell in love with Baby Daddy like 2 years ago. I caught up on all the episodes on Netflix, and the last 2 episodes, like, you're going to see this video after it already ended, probably. Baby Daddy is so funny, and it just won, like, the People's Choice Award for Best, like, Cable Comedy or something. So I'm kind of confused why they did that. Apparently, they're doing a spin-off of Blackish on Freeform, and it's taking over, like, they're putting the budget toward that, and I guarantee you that will be canceled in, like, 1 season. So I'm super annoyed when they have such a strong audience for Baby Daddy. So many people love it. I did just sign a petition to get Netflix to pick it up, so I hope that someone picks it up and that they keep going with it, because it's a real bummer. Like, that show, so if you watch Baby Daddy, you know it's hilarious. It's, like, warm. It's so funny. Like, I laugh out loud every single episode. It is hilarious, and Ben is my favorite character in the world. How annoying. I think that's actually all I want to talk about in this video, so I hope it wasn't too all over the place. I'm sure it was. But it was just kind of like an update on a ton of things that are happening. So, and half of them don't even have to do with me. So, thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Let me know what other kind of things you want me to chat about in other videos, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching. I said that already. Bye.